ice in a cube. Come on, y'all, let's discuss. That's the frame. Dropping hitters to his putting lame to shame. Hilarious for real, got the nation on the buzz. Got them tuning in like they addicted to the love. She the queen of the trends, no fake, no frauds. Unpacking.
I tried to get on here yesterday. Let me make sure. Okay. Yeah, let me make sure I'm looking at the right camera. And y'all can hear me. Okay. I tried to get on here yesterday. So I'm gonna have to do this show twice. I tried to do it yesterday and YouTube wasn't working, but TikTok was. So if y'all follow me on TikTok, y'all already seen what I'm about to talk about. But if not, go ahead, stay tuned, like the video as you come on and hit subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Hit all so you can see when I go live, and also follow me on all social media, Tootie Talks. If you're watching on Twitch, this is my first time going live on Twitch. This channel is pretty much about politics, trending news, gossip, baby, you name it, you put it in the comments, I'm probably going to talk about it. I have talked about different TV shows I like, different murder cases, things of that nature. So, and I like to get a rapport going with the subscribers, and you tell me how you feel about subject, whether you agree with me or not. But my whole thing is, come on, y'all, let's discuss, because we're going to discuss it either way. Now, what we're talking about today, 2 celebrities have passed. We're talking about the Coldplay viral video, and we're talking about the distraction of releasing these MLK files. That's what we're talking about today, y'all. So let's go ahead and get this started. Y'all know Malcolm-Jamal Warner. If you can see the picture, he played Theo in the Cosby Show. So he was the son, of Bill and Claire Huxtable. He was Theo Huxtable. And he passed tragically. He was on a family vacation in Costa Rica, and he ended up drowning. So I just watched right before I came on. There's a video of a lifeguard there. He wasn't there when it happened. He was off duty. And I believe he said no lifeguard was on duty when it happened. But a lifeguard was there, but he wasn't on duty. But he ended up seeing Malcolm up in I don't know if that's an ocean or a lake, but there's signs posted saying how bad the tides are. He seen Malcolm and he tried to perform CPR while he was in the water, and he couldn't revive him, and he pulled them out and performed it on land and still couldn't revive him. They took him to the hospital and they pronounced him. They said the autopsy is back already, and it is confirmed that it was asphyxiation from drowning is the official cause of death for Malcolm. And you see all this outpouring of love and interviews of him saying like his main goal, he said, if I die today, I'll be happy, not because of my acting career, but the life I formed after acting, his wife, his kids, things of that nature. And I haven't heard anything bad about the man. There's nothing but like good things of what type of person that he was. So I said, drop in the comments, let me know y'all favorite like Cosby show with Theo. Cause y'all know Cockroach, who was Cole on the Martin show. Cockroach was Theo's best friend. That's something I do remember about the show. And I want to say one of the funniest, of course, is I see this a lot, is when Denise made him the shirt, and it's supposed to be like he wanted to design a shirt, didn't have the money for it. So his older sister, Denise, thought she was a designer, sewed him together a shirt. And if y'all don't know, Denise is the one from Different World, the one who ended up marrying Aquaman. They divorced now, though, but I think they got 2 kids together. But continuing on, because y'all ain't heard it from me because I ain't the one to gossip. But continuing on. So she made the shirt. She like the shirt, one pocket here, one pocket there, one arm long. Said that's one of my favorites. The other is, and I know everybody remember this episode for Rudy with the baby. It's the parents' anniversary, and the kids put on like reenact this song, and Theo comes down the stairs with like his suit and hat, and he do the introduction to the song. And then also one of my favorites, and it's probably because I'm a parent now, I don't even remember it was my favorite back then, but Bill is having a conversation with Theo and teaching him about money. He gave him this monopoly money and said, "Okay, well now you know you need to pay me for living here. Now you want a car, right? Oh, you got to pay insurance." And he ended up with no money at the end at the end of this thing. So it was pretty funny, yeah. So condolences to him, to his family on the loss of Malcolm Jamal Malcolm-Jamal Warner. He also played Malcolm in Eddie, another big TV show. And he played in other things as well. So when he passed, then the very next day, Ozzy Osbourne passed. Now he is known for heavy metal rock group Black Sabbath is what he's known for. They also had the Osbourne TV show, and that's when people really knew his wife Sharon, and she ended up on, was it The Real or The View? I think it's I don't one of the TV shows. She was either on The Real or The View, and it was a big fallout with her when she told Cheryl Underwood, "Don't you dare cry." And so that was a whole big thing. But he was diagnosed with Parkinson's, I want to say in 2020, and he had just 2 weeks ago did the farewell tour with Black Sabbath. He did a farewell tour and said that was going to be his last time performing because of the illness. And so this was maybe little over 2 weeks, and they ended. So he did get to do his final show, but he have passed, and the autopsy haven't been done. There's no calls. He was 76 years old, so official calls haven't been out, but he was diagnosed with Parkinson in 2020. So condolences to his family on the passing of him. He was known as the Prince of Darkness, as y'all see there. He was 76 years old when he passed. So y'all, let's get into the mess of this Epstein files. You see a picture of Martin Luther King because what had happened was, Lord, the Gemini's out here. Gemini. Do y'all see my shirt? Y'all see my Gemini shirt? Because I'm a big Gemini, not the little one. Now, y'all know what's going on with this Epstein files, that Trump is furious that the MAGA base and nobody is letting go, that they still want these files of his best friend of 10 years who's a pedo. Y'all know what I said. I know that ain't the way you pronounce it, but YouTube strike you for certain things, so I said it that way. But of his best friend of 10 years, that he's on record of saying that he's a great guy and he loves women just as much as I do, but I hear he like them young. And then Trump just made people steady acting about this case because a lot of his base believed him when he ran. Sorry, Trump. I don't mean to laugh at y'all, because I didn't say that sentence so many times with discussing what's going on in politics. They believed him when he ran, and now it's something different. It's amazing how many times I have said that sentence. But they believed him, and when he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna release the Epstein files," and then Bundy came, Pam Bundy, she's over the Department of Justice now. She came and was like, "Yeah, it's on my desk. The files is on my desk. We're overlooking them as we speak. We're gonna release them." Then she came a couple months later and was like, "What files? Ain't no files. Who said that?" And Trump went off on his base, calling them stupid and weaklings for steady asking about these files. And then he told one person, like, it's flooding in Texas. And y'all over here worried about some files. So then he went out and it was like, oh, his ankle swelling and like he doing everything except these doggone files, baby. Now he's saying it was Obama and Hillary and President Clinton didn't put these files together. I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me they didn't put these files together to make you look bad, but they didn't release it the first time or the second time you were in, or none while they was in the presidency? But and now he was like, well, Biden, if he wanted to release the files, then he could have 4 years, the last 4 years. You was also president. You could have released the files too. It's a whole mess. So what he did was, y'all, to distract about this Epstein, he trying to keep people from talking about this Epstein. He released MLK files. And the MLK files is over 200,000 files. like records, and is not initially MLK, well, not initially, still part of MLK, Martin Luther King Jr. One of the daughters I know was against releasing of the files. The other the other one was saying, "Oh yeah, she wants the files released." So they released the files, and it's not what everybody thought it would be, and I don't think it had the effect that he thought it would have, because the files that they released, from my understanding, a lot of it is just about the man who unalived Martin Luther King, who assassinated him, because the family believe that he did not work alone, that this was not just a one man thing that the government have put out there, and that's the only person they have ever arrested for it. So the family believed that that was not true. So there's a lot of these 200,000 different papers and files is about them, they investigation, tracking him, where he went afterwards. I believe he went out the country, came back, you know, the investigation that led to arresting him. So it's not like the FBI, where, if you don't know, the FBI was tapping Martin Luther King phone, his house, his hotels, all the different things like that, and to defame his character, to say, "Oh, well, he's you know messing with these women." Or I remember one time there was rumors that there was like orgies pretty much going on at the hotels and things of that nature. So that's why I'm assuming the family didn't want it released, but that's not even what they released. And, and I think he thought that that was going to get people up off up off these Epstein files. And I'm looking like, mm, ain't you the one who want to get rid of Black history? Now you want to throw some more Black history up in here, since they own your ass. No, they own your ass, Mr. Postman. Don't. Mm-mm. Uh-uh. And so, if I'm not mistaken, today, was it today? I think it was yesterday. He's also talking about they have evidence that Obama was planning a rebellions or something with the elections. And I'm just like, oh my God. But anyway, after he released these MLK files, one of his daughter posted this picture, and said, "Now release them Epstein's file." I said, period. Okay. Yeah, that's it for now. The and because I was supposed to talk about this yesterday, update is that Mike Johnson, who's over, is it the House that he's over? So the Democrats was trying to vote to, they wanted the lady, what is her name? I keep saying Maxine. Dang it. Now the Epstein, the co-conspirator, the Epstein lady who's in jail now for doing all the shit with the little girls with Epstein, his partner in crime. She's in jail, so they wanted her to come to the Senate and to have a congressional hearing and have her testify at the congressional hearing. In order to prevent that, the Republicans pretty much shut down the meeting early, so they was not able to vote, because this is one thing that they may get majority votes with, because the Democrats are the minority in both houses, Congress, Senate. They're the minority, but there's a lot of Republicans who want these files released, because this was a big thing. There was a lot of MAGAs who part of the QRun and conspiracy theorists and things of that nature, and this was a big thing that he got a lot of votes for people feeling like there was a government cover up, and he was going to be the one who come in and release all these files, and he not. So there still are some senators, and they may have enough that if they take the vote, they will end up winning, and will, force her to come down and testify. And if I'm not mistaken, they said that she would. That I believe her lawyers have said that she would. So what they ass did was like, and just shut it down early. It's going into recess until, I believe, ending the summer session. So not coming back maybe to August, September. I forget the month. But so they won't have to take the vote. So they would not vote to have her come in and testify. Yeah, that's that. The mess is messing. I don't know why this ain't a reality TV show, because it's messing. Now, Y'all, let's go into this right here. Did y'all see the viral video on the Coldplay concert? The viral video. Let me see. I believe I got it put up ready for y'all. Where there's a Coldplay concert, and this man right here, this woman, it's a kiss cam doing a concert, and he pans around to them, and I'm gonna show y'all their reaction. Let's see. I hope I got it ready. Yeah. Let me see if I can make it big. Yeah, there it is. Right there. Well, he's in it. And he said, I think they're having an affair. Let me show y'all again. They hugged up. She covered her face. He ducks down. He said, I think they having an affair. Baby, look at God. You know the internet got to interneting, and they are having an affair. So it comes out that these two people work at the company together. He is CEO. She is the head of HR. And they are both married, but not to each other. Okay? They're both married. So the company ends up putting out the statement, the whole PR shit had to happen. They suspend them both. Then they end up coming back, and he ended up saying that he sent his apologies and how wrong it was, and that's a horrible mistake. Blah blah blah. His wife changes her last name on social media and deactivate her accounts. So they trying to look up this lady, and they couldn't figure out whether she was married. Initially, they were saying that she was married, but then she was divorced. But them internet snoops got to snooping. So it's like, well, nah, we think she's still married. She got divorced, but she remarried. Yes, and behold, she is remarried. Just bought a $2.2 million house with her husband, because that's the public records came up, her name on this $2.2 million house. So they get to looking like, who she bought a what head of HR is making that much money? And is they hiring? Y'all drop down in the comments, put that link in if they hiring, because I want that position. But they get the searching. Her husband is from one of the wealthiest family in Boston, and she's married to him, and that's who they just bought the house with. That's who she just bought the house with in February. Y'all, it got mine. Let's see. So they made their money from. I'm gonna show y'all the picture. I'm gonna show y'all the article, because this is the last story we are going over. Don't forget to like the video as you come in, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. How rich is Andrew Cabot? Kristen Cabot husband. Cabot. Is it Cabot? Husband comes from one of the Boston wealthiest family. Astronomer CEO Andy Bryan was seen cozying up to his HR head, Christian Cabot, at a Coldplay concert, sparking rumors of affair. Andy Bryan was spotted with the HR head of the company, Christian, at a Coldplay concert. Their reactions to being kissed on cam sparked affair rumors. Since then, Bryan and Christian was both put on leave by the company, and Bryan has now resigned as well. Both Bryan and Christian was married. Bryan's wife, Megan, dropped her husband last name from her social media profile after the kiss cam. Social media suggests that Christian, meanwhile, is married to Andrew Cabot, the owner of Prioritier Rum. How rich is Christian's husband family? Christian Cabot's husband family wealth goes back generations, with the Ron brand having been found by the original Andrew Cabot. The New York Times profile in 1972 reported that the Cabot wealth to be 200 million, which the New York Post reported would be 15.4 billion in 2025. They reported that her husband bought a house, 2.2 million on the Hampshire coast, and earlier in 2025. The family is extremely well known in Boston. The family mainly made its fortune in suits or carbon black, which is a key ingredient in car tires. Family members have since then been behind several businesses, including the Rum Company. The family patriarch kickstarted their wealth by marrying Elizabeth Perkins, the daughter of a wealthy merchant trader. Reported in the earlier days, the Cobalts used to be seafarers and merchants who had partaken in the opium and slave trades in the early 19th centuries. I told you, I ain't making that up. They share part of their wealth with New England institutions like Harvard, the Institution of Technology, Parsons School for the Blind. One of the members of the family member once remarked that the Cobalts were only interested in two things over the years: marrying rich women and group singing. Mm, mm, mm. Baby. Now, let me see. What's this other one? I had looked at this other one for. Oh, so now this other article, and I'm gonna just show y'all this in the. I could just tell y'all. So this other article, they say that the people in the company was like celebrating that this man got fired. That this group message is going on where people are happy that he got fired. And and I was watching something else, and I don't know if they know people who work for that company. It was Higher Learning with Van Latham and Rachel. They have a YouTube. Y'all can go watch it. When they was discussing this, they were saying that people, it is rumor, it is alleged that the CEO is a whole asshole, and that's why people in the company was happy that his ass got fired. Hey, Neo, I ain't finna be in here too much longer, girl. She also have a YouTube, y'all, and she got way more followers. So, but if you haven't followed to hers already, go ahead and follow. Now, they said he's an asshole. So there's group messages in the company once he got fired when people is over there celebrating. So I'm assuming that they let him go because, like, I don't know about everybody else company. Y'all let me know. But like, I know at my job that you can't, you can date, but you can't date up underneath you. Say like your supervisor, you can't date an employee in your department. Like in my department, when two employees was dating, they end up was getting married. One had to move to another department because that one of them got promoted to like a supervisor, manager, and so they had the other one had to move to another department because my company there's mothers, daughters, fathers. There's a lot of family there, but you can't work for your family and you can't have a relationship for somebody who's up underneath you. And then for her being the head of HR, if you have a problem with the CEO, who you gonna go to? Who you gonna report it to? And he's the head of the company. Your only, resource was the HR, and she fucking him. Yeah. And I want to say Coldplay. Yes, I seen in the article Coldplay responded that they hope that this video have rescued their spouses, have brought to like this was a blessing in disguise for their spouses because obviously their spouses didn't know that they was having an affair. Oh, and I read that that was the company suite that they was at watching watching the Coldplay concert, and that there's no like there was a lady there who you see when they get caught like look, she ain't ducking nothing. She was like looking at the camera like they having an affair. She was like like that there was other HR employees that was there at the concert. Like they was just wrong all the fuck way around. Like I don't understand these people who out here cheating in 2025. And I guess because they thought they was at a suite up so high that they ain't finna the camera wasn't gonna get them up there. Baby, if you try to cheat nowadays, you got to go build like a Kanye bunker and go down there and cheat because there's always a chance somebody gonna be recording something somewhere and like the weirdest things go viral. So it's like out here cheating all up in public. You already breaking trust with your spouse. Why y'all didn't have y'all spouses there? They probably like Coldplay. Yeah, and I do feel bad because it does look like she have kids, and I don't know that the one who married the from that wealthy family. I don't know. I think they're from her first husband because that wealthy man look a little older than she did. And I said, baby, I hope you didn't fuck up the church's money because I don't know how long you finna have that job. You finna need your husband money. Yeah, I know that lady well. She may have money of her own. I do not know. But them kids will be mad as fuck if you didn't fucked up that good stepdaddy for them. Man, them all type of nice shit, and you over here because your coochie hot. You ain't can't set your ass down somewhere fucking on the CEO. He probably ain't got money like this, like your husband got. Now I don't know their situation. I don't know whether it's a bad marriage or what, but it's a mess. I can tell you that. It's something to talk about. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this whole situation. I got to get my butt back up out of here because I got to go back to work. I think that was it for today. Yes, that is it for today. Like the video as you come in. Subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, hit all so you can receive notifications when I go live. This is my first time streaming on Twitch. So, y'all subscribe to it if y'all haven't. Like the video. Follow me on all social media. I am starting to go live on TikTok and Twitch. And I'm already been on YouTube and Facebook. So continue to watch me there. Thank y'all for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. I will catch y'all next time. Bye.
Scroll in the tube, found a star in the chaos. Duty spitting facts like a modern day seance. Trending waves, politics in the spotlight. Raw with the wit, hits you sharp like a frostbite. Come on y'all, let's discuss her anthem, her creed. Breaking down the drama, uncovering the greed. Laugh through the truth, it's enlightenment with flair. Tootie talk sense, ain't no nonsense over there. Come on, we tuned into Tootie's vibe. High energy keeps the convo alive. From scandals to news, she hit it all bright. Tootie taking the mic like she owns the fight. Attention, detention, the trends are her prey. Mix politics with comedy in a slick ballet. Tootie busts through lies like a battering ram. Sharp commentary, she ain't giving a damn. Come on, we tuned into Tootie's vibe. High energy keeps the convo alive. From scandals to news, she hit it all bright. Tootie taking the mic like she owns the fight. From wild celeb tweets to the world's big decisions, Tootie brings the heat with the dopest precision. Her humor like spice, her tone like thunder. Dropping knowledge bombs make you sit there and wonder. Come on, we